Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon back again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we continued reading War of the Scaleborn, and we saw, we kicked off the 4th chapter, where a friendship has started to be made between Razageth and Viranoth, who is not yet a primal, and the friendship is kind of starting to have some tension between Viranoth and Alexstrasza. Also, if you know if it's Viranoth versus Viranoth, I don't know. I gotta watch a cutscene in the game. I kind of wobble back and forth, but now I'm leaning towards Viranoth. We've also been playing through World of Warcraft Classic. We are in Thousand Needles, and we're running it as Horde, just to kind of see the variance there. Last time we killed Steel Snap, a hyena that roams the area. We managed to maybe turn in the Arikara quest, kill it. I feel like there was a couple successful missions, and then we attempted to go the Trial of Endurance, and the waves killed us. So stay a while and listen. We did that all with our Resto Shaman. We're tag teaming it with a Protection Warrior. Alright, we're in Thunderbluff for 2 reasons. One, I said I would look into the Sacred Flame questline. We did do that entire questline. It does start in Ashenvale, but then it proceeds to finish in Thousand Needles. We actually did do it and complete the whole thing. It was the one where we did it with our rogue Talanji, and to kill that guy, we snuck into the cave. I think maybe died, and then like respawned right behind this pillar in the back of the cave. It was able to aggro the guy without his ads. So we don't need to do that with anybody else, even though I feel like it's, I don't know, it's kind of like one of these hybrid quests where it could go for both zones. But let's turn in Steel Snap.
The winds guide you.
Have you defeated the foe, Steel Snap, Merok?
In defeating the creature Steel Snap, you have cleansed the Thousand Needles of a horrible taint. And that, adventurer, is your lesson this day.
That.
Adventurer, it is now time for you to travel to...
It opens up Frostmaw for us as well. We would get a leather helmet. Where is in the Alterac Mountains? A Yeti. So it chains from one into the other, I suppose. Or not. Maybe you don't need it. We'll have to kind of check that one going forward. I'll look with my other character when I log on. I don't know if that was available. Actually, let's just look it up right now. Frostmaw. So it does require Steel Snap's completion. Varrock will be going into the Alterac Mountains next anyway. So actually, let's go ahead and pick the quest up right now too.
Adventurer, it is now time for you to travel to far-off lands. You are ready. You now hunt Frostmaw, a Yeti in the Alterac Mountains. He is elusive, his white coat blending into the snows of his mountain home. He rarely shows himself, but I will show you how to entice a creature such as he.
That would be
Here,
good.
take this scroll. On it I have written how Frostmaw may be lured. Now go, adventurer. Your journey is long, and many challenges lay waiting. When you return with Frostmaw's mane, only then is your task complete.
Alright, so, I guess the Alterac Mountains, which is sort of, a lot of them are based out of Hillsbrad. I did say we would go back there, but, we'll be doing it, I guess, with him. I did those quests, not this one, but I did those quests with my wife. They're a little tough. I don't think any of them are level 37, though. That's pretty tough. Her and I think, are around 35, 36. All right, but back to Thousand Needles. That is something we'll just kind of sit on for a little while. The Kodo Skin Scroll. To face Frostmaw, you must entice him with the meat of his favorite prey. Okay. Go to the Alterac Mountains in Azeroth and hunt a hulking mountain lion. Kill it, and then take its carcass to the Growless Cave, a place held sacred by the bestial Wendigo. Place the carcass on the flame of Uzel, and the scent from the burning meat will drift from the cave, and then in time, Frostmaw will come. Alright, so we'll do that later on. We'll kill the old Frostmaw. Now today, let's see. We need probably help with Hypercapacitator Gizmo. We definitely need help with Grenka's Claw. Yeah, I don't know that he can make it. He's 29 at least, finally. I guess he could make it. He could give it a try. He might be able to. He'll be able to maybe like create some bandages in between, and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough thing for him. All right, let's make coarse sharpening stone to get that axe going. I'll put it out in chat. Let's just see if anyone wants to team up. If anyone is even here right now. Or which quests? Let's see. We want to team up for Hypercapacitated Gizmo and Test of Endurance. There we go. It's kind of the questy add-ons changed my thing. So we will see if people respond. Should have gone down the other path. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna miss that. Oh well, now I've got to wait. So I hope we get a response. Here we have a see a dude right there. So there are people in the area. I really hate on some of my characters. I caught it in time. It's. I wonder if I could reload my UI when I get down. Because I hate this setup. Maybe if I do my setup again, actually. Let's try that. There's a way to open up. Oh, I don't even have LVUI because I have LVUI turned off. Yeah. Social. Chat style. Okay, that pushed it up a little bit and put them all together. That's a little helpful. Yeah, it's like, I wonder if there's an option within. There we go, make it a little bigger so I could read it. Settings. Yeah, so, I don't know. Whatever, I don't need that. Those two things will help a little bit. Actually, maybe I might. I don't know. Yeah, so putting it right there. Actually, I kind of want it down a little bit. Unlock the windows. Slide it maybe there. Oh, that just did the whole dang thing. Well. I have now screwed it up for sure. Alright. Oh well. Getting a little bit bigger font is fine. So I guess either way, you know what? Even if we end up doing a failed mission here as well, we will know a couple things. We will know how realistic is it to do this without help. We will know how close he as a warrior is to being able to do it. We will know how feasible it is if you only break one crate instead of just spawning wave after wave on yourself. And as a perk, we will be accomplishing grinding out XP. So 25, I'm about 25, 27%. I was able to solo steel snap with him. I think the Chinese are selling spider webs too. Alright. Now I also did that wyvern quest, and I've been playing around back and forth between, is it better to go full defense or full offense with him? Because the defensive method that I've been doing is so slow. This guy's gonna, that little kobold's coming. So slow, like painfully slow. So I thought to myself, well, what if I just hit him with bleeds and sunders and work on it from that angle? And as you can see, the life is a little bit worse, but the fights go quicker. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
It's too far.
I got both. So now we're gonna run. Aggro the stupid kobold. Gotta get myself to a spot where I'm not. Okay, the kobold got off the aggro. Now here's a situation where I would stick with the block. When my life is already low, and I would rather go War of Attrition on him. In that particular instance, I'll not hit up anything other than block and revenge. You know, oh gosh, we got another lion coming. And we immediately hit the other lion. Okay, so this is gonna be tough. Now he can have an almost zero-sum game if I stick with this block against a melee person.
Need more.
As you can see up there, like, all I did was weaken him, and we're pretty low on life, but I was able to basically just chain kill 3 in a row. I didn't kill 3, I killed 2, but as you can see, the spirit regeneration for warriors, that's the one small bonus they have. It almost makes food unnecessary other than for the buff, because they just rejuvenate back to full life so fast. Alright, so we're going to attempt this stupid bird harpy cave. Went from barely a gold to 10 gold. I couldn't get any on my mage for like 2 weeks. Have you considered a different approach? Perhaps slaying a spider? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna keep broadcasting for these two in regular. And we'll just see where they're at. I'm just kind of taking my time as I go there in case I get a bite. Okay, so now as I hit this, basically always use revenge if it procs, because the payoff for revenge is so nice. It does moderate damage, it's cheap, and it has a chance of stunning. Then I just hit the bleed, I hit the different shouts, and then with my cheapened Sunder that I'm still working on, I just work on that. See, then if he gets stunned, that just buys you that little bit extra time of reduced DPS. And see, when we do it right, it's not much worse. We have maxed out the improved Sunder cost. I don't know what I'm going to do next time. Maybe a concussive blow, I could see that being good. Alright, so here's Harpy Cave. We're at the entrance. Find our way in here. Now, we need some bandage material, so it's a good thing that these are humanoids. Can't do that while stunned. Oh, I forgot that they do that, they make it to where you can't cast. These screeching ones. Now that's not particularly... like amazing or anything. My concern is being able to win being able to rejuvenate in between the waves. I can beat these waves of 2. I also don't know what will trigger the next wave. Is it time? Or is it is it just killing the wave? Because if it's killing the wave, well, we could go all-out defense and block our butts off on them. But again, I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't have any potions, so maybe I'll get lucky and we'll drop some potions. Maybe. We'll have to see. She's running uphill. Dang it. So that immediately chains us into the next one. She's also silenced me because she's a jerk. Okay, so life's getting a little low. So now I will switch back over to the defensive fighting style. Because we had to chain. She's stunned too, love it. But even more than that, what's great is we need the XP. So I wish I knew how to make silk bandages too. That's what's gonna kill me. I need wool to make these bandages. I have 1. So I could use that 1. I also do have this shield wall. But I sometimes think maybe battle, the counterattack one's better. I don't know. Because this just basically buys you like 10 seconds of near invincibility. Which is not that long. 10 seconds really isn't... Okay, so these are level 30s. We're gonna see how it goes. We already know that she does get me that interrupt. First they put you in that stupid wind cave or whatever. I would say similar to with Muln. It's not the best. I can handle 1. I can handle chaining 2. Ooh, this. I don't know how much more I can handle beyond that. So now I don't have this stupid... That's what I want. I want general over here. Oh, see? Now I've gotten 2. I don't want that. So I'm gonna run. Okay, good. So, okay. I feel like I'd rather shoot and fight or whatever, but I don't want to fight 2 like that. This can probably go down. I just like to be able to see what I'm looting. Okay. See, that's one thing we were able to control when we did this with Muln, was the aggro, pulling. The pulls, really, not the aggro. The aggro is sort of kind of irrelevant. Oh, here she goes.
It's too far. I can't do that yet.
Okay, so this is what I mean by chain pulling. We are able to do that. Okay, so now I'm switching over to a defensive style since we kind of got shafted a little bit with the bad second pull. Now, the other thing that stinks is he is very slow on the kills. She got me that stun. I think it's unfair that she can... Yeah, I also don't like that you have to be in battle mode to hamstring. Alright, let's get the rejuvenation back up a little bit before we pull another one. Just let our life naturally come back. Where are we at with XP? We're at 36%, so again, we want him as high as possible. This is 15 rage at the cost of health. It doesn't say how much health. That's the downside. I think it's pending. I really do hate how much they... I hate the fact that the screech makes it to where I can't use my moves. She's got me screeched again. I do think we paid the money for the increase to bleed, so I think it's worth it. Okay, we almost pulled the second one there. We just need a second. I do want that one. Okay, so that's the thing we just... Oh, I actually got a hit for 32 damage on that. Okay. Again, these stupid screechers. The problem, or the
need more
strategy or whatever is, you do need to keep going forward. Just keep moving forward. If we can kill this, this would be amazing. I would consider myself yeah, I need to be able to stun that sometimes, but it's really only a few seconds. Only a few seconds stun.
Not enough rage.
Bro. Yeah, this is a level 31. I was like, this one isn't point. Oh, we got a wool cloth, thank goodness. That's one. Every 2 will give us a heavy wool bandage, which is the best bandage we can make. And I want as many as I can get. Another screeching harpy. Just so many of them. Hopefully we don't pull more than one. Okay. Yeah, if some... And see, it's inconsistent. Sometimes she'll let you get off those couple of shouts. Sometimes not. We're getting unlucky, too, with the stun procs. There's a chick right there. I don't want to backpedal too far because, see, dang it, that's the worst combo. She stunned me and then ran. Okay, this Vibrant Plumes actually sell for a decent amount. Okay. Defensively, that was a good one. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna... let's see how many we pull on this one. This is a tough pull. We pulled all 3. The worst possible pull. Let's see how we pulled. Oh, I see. It was the worst one. Be better to jump off this stupid cliff. Thank goodness they didn't respawn behind me and I still had room to run. Come on. Okay. That was terrible. Can't believe I pulled all three. Stupid. So now we have to try again. Try for a better pull. Oh, there you go. Okay, this time we got one. Oops. She got me with the stun. I already had applied that. Switch over to defensive style. Because I'm a little bit low. I didn't expect to fully go. Come on. There we go, got another stun. Ooh, she broke out of that really fast. Alright, that time we pulled one. Quickly. Okay, so... where can we get this second one from? We really gotta look at the layout of the room. I think that might actually be a better pull. Oh my gosh! That one freaking respawned. Oh, that's a death right there. That is a huge chance of death. Oh no, they're all respawning. Bro. Now I really am gonna die. They really respawn. I just ran into that cave because I felt like it would be a safer spot to respawn. Yikes. Yeah, I'm too slow with the kills. That was a valid concern that I had. I was a little bit worried that was gonna happen. Let's try it again. It's just a shame that, it's just a shame that as protection warriors, so much of what we do is, it's just predicated on having a partner. So it's very unfortunate. I do think I'm in the same cluster, so if I ever got particularly stuck off camera, I could always have my son tag in and come swoop in and carry me with the heals. We'll see. Normally, if you keep broadcasting, I've had general amount of luck, since it's not for an instance. But we'll see. I'm tucked away in this canyon, in this cave now, which means I may get stuck with a series of corpse runs, which I don't want to do. Let me change tunes. Okay, so someone's whispered me they have a level 43 that can come help. That's gonna take them a minute to get me. That says all NPCs, but it is obviously, that's not an NPC. Ignatz. I don't know what the Ignatz is, but they're gonna switch tunes. Yeah, because I'm trapped in this den at this point. Go back into my cave. Let my life come back. Ignatz. I don't know. Okay. Unless I have an outdated version of Questy. I just... Cool. So he's right there. He's almost there. Okay, so, alright, so we are going to... I almost got the stun off. It's a fast stun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna go full on lock mode since I just pulled 2. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that I just pulled a 3rd. Man.
I can't do that.
Jeez. I don't know if I can survive it. I don't have if I can even get it down to the last one and make her get away with...
I can't do that.
Oh, crap. Ah. That was just trash. I mean, I took 2 down. 10, 20, 30, yeah, 40%. I don't even have to count. I always count, but... So... Alright, yeah, we'll see. So this person can help us, which is good because this is where we're sort of bottlenecked. Then we need to, after these 2, I don't know if they'll open more chains, but if not, we need to kind of make our way over to the second part of the island, or the zone, I mean. This will be quick for us, which is good, which will allow us to do a little something. That's his pet. Alright, so he'll be fine because he's level 43. He'll be slicing through these grays, basically. And he said he was in Fairless, probably on a mount, so that's nice. That was a nice, he was real close. Alright, so he'll have to kill his way in here. This is where I killed. Okay, so we're gonna hit. Yeah, we'll let him. Alright, so now we've got a helper. Okay. He doesn't care. So... He's letting me have all the loot too, which is nice. That's pretty cool that he has these multiple kind of chimera shots, or I don't know what that's called when you have multiple shots, but I like his gorilla pet, Knuckles. I mean, yeah, he'll be at level 40, he'll be able to... These guys are 29, so... I'm just building up rage. Ooh, I need iron. He doesn't need me to help that, so the iron is super duper useful for me. Alright. And I highly doubt he's like a blacksmith. He could be an engineer. Okay, I got myself a scroll of stamina, but I'm going to save that in case I go for another. And they hit me with the weaker thing. I like that that gorilla kind of runs. I don't even know where you would get a... I guess Stranglethorn? So I don't know where you would get a gorilla from. Look how fast the freaking respawn is instantly.
It's too far.
Stun me. Whoa, did I get hit by his own trap? Oh my gosh, they just spawn so fast. Ridiculous. Oh, crap. Crap. So I mean, that's pretty rough. I didn't go after the barrels. I don't think he even made it to the back part of the room. So that does answer... what do we need? Do we need... Yeah, we need her claw. So, I bet you... someone broke all the chests and then had them in there. I don't think it's from me because I don't think I've done that. Actually, maybe... I mean, I don't think so. That's... So now I've got to get back through there, but at least I can just get her claw. I mean, I'm getting good loot. I don't know. We're at 44%. I'm not getting the best XP. What did you get with the carry? I'm glad that he managed to live. Because it looked pretty dicey even for him, but... When they're all grays like that, it does, and you have a pet, it does make it feel like, almost like you're invincible. When you have that 10 to 12, I think in retail, now it's probably different now, but it used to be 12 levels, back when there was like 130, 140 levels or whatever. However many, the max used to be 120 or whatever. It used to be 12 levels. Once you got 12 levels above the mobs, you one-shotted everything. Okay, so there's the woman. Alright, so this is iron. Okay, so this person, luckily we just are getting a carry, basically, and so much of this game just comes down to that, I guess. You just need that. Alright, so let's see how we can do with the hypercapacitator gizmo. Like I said, we're at 44%. We're probably about caught up to where old Muln is. Muln's going to need this kind of treatment also. He's going to need, not necessarily a carry. I feel like even with a second person, you can kind of get it. I mean, I am getting 78 XP per kill. That's not a lot, but... Man, they get that screech going. It's so annoying. I didn't think a lack of... Right behind him there's a spawn too. Oh, it won't get on him. Jeez. They spawn so fast in this cave. I can't believe that when I was doing this with Muln, that I was making enough progress to not get just murdered by the spawns. Okay, so now we've got to go do this hypercapacitator gizmo, and it looks like... Okay, so now all this free loot will help for the multiple times I've died. The sword wore off, but... I think it makes it to where, yeah, you're dazed if damage is taken. So I don't want my threat to make me take damage. This is where you need to keep it on the pet, I guess. Okay, so then we gotta come up here. This is where we break the panther. Oh, he dazed him. I was gonna say, did he get himself? Man, their screech gets you from so far away. I do like this 30% increased movement speed. It's basically like having Ghost Wolf on. Take this guy down. Okay. I think he's right. Oh, it wore off, or he took it off. Okay, he put it back on. Yeah, I don't remember. This one I haven't even tried, so I don't even know if I could do it, but since it's a level 30 elite, this might be a good one for us. To just go ahead and assume we would need a partner, especially with Protection Warrior. Excuse me, still getting over that cold. But this is the kind of thing that, I mean, it was a 29, or no, it was a 28 elite that I was able to solo with Muln, so it's possible that Muln will be able to do that, but man, that wave, that cave right there, that's harder than anything else that we've done. That's probably the hardest quest in the area, so we would 100% need help on that. I don't know if there's going to be future steps in this process. But at least we got a carry. I would have just taken any help whatsoever. I feel bad the amount of times we get carried on this show, but I guess that's just World of Warcraft in a nutshell, unless you're playing hardcore. Again, we should not need that. We shouldn't need that when we are doing my other mode. I mean, I'll let you know, the jury's kind of still out, but I've started out the project. It's going pretty well. So far, we would have been able to do this. I'm not that worried about that. 27s and 28s. Okay, we have the key here to let this enraged panther out. Okay, so... Oh, it's like he used... Okay. It's like he used, his feigned death, I believe. Yeah, so that was nice of him, to give me his... He said, no worries, it took 10 minutes. I think it took a little bit longer, but even for him to give his 15 minutes or whatever up on the show was pretty nice of himself. Not everybody does that, and it is... I have to start doing that more. When I'm playing, I've got to start helping out.
What's up?
Do you have my hypercapacitator?
My hypercapacitor! This will keep me busy for a while until I can figure out what it does.
Okay. So, 4 stamina, 4 spirit. That's a straight up upgrade over my Lead Band of the Whale. The problem is that spirit doesn't help me that much. So, for instance, if I took that Bounty Hunter's ring off, I would gain a stamina more, essentially. But I'd be trading the agility, and agility does help me with block and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go for the straight
Be good.
upgrade. 2 points to each stat for this. Okay, and now we're going to go turn in the other quest. The Test of Endurance. This seems like the... I didn't think that one. So we've completed this little hub. We've actually completed all of the areas. We are 54%. We are... Looks like we're getting close to being ready to go to the Shimmering Flats. But there is a chance, after we do Test of Endurance here, that this person might be like, no, no, no. I have more work for you. Alright, so... I really hate that these are separated. Just hate it. See, this is other. This is like if I want... I hate that these are all separated into one stupid thing. I like log and chat being separated, but... I do not like this. Maybe if I add that in there? Where am I at? I'm almost... No, whoops. Gotta have my metal back on since I keep dying. When I go back up to Freewind Post, after I turn this in, I'll make a pit stop at Freewind Post, probably, because I need to repair. Yeah, this is bugging me. Because it separates everything. I don't want it all separated. I actually like it together. I like to be able to see the running. I like to be able to see... So, can I merge my windows? this is the general tab. Okay, so if I have all of that, I put that on, then I don't... Okay. So this is general S and W. I don't know what the heck that means. Okay. There we go. I just took it. I just reset it to the default. I will take that. Okay. Thank goodness. Now I do like it. I normally have it on. I have it set up when I do. Whatchamacallit? LVUI. I like the text to be over here, and then I like other things that are not talking to be over here. So this will be like my XP, my loot, my skill ups, things like that will appear over here, whereas anything, emotes and other chats will appear over here. I think I did it for the sake of this show, but I do believe I will probably end up using my default UI when we also do my bigger project, because I don't think we're gaining a ton here. I'm losing interface and comfortability, just quality of life. Like, I don't feel like I'm really... I don't feel like there's like a huge drop off in skill and stuff like that, but the way I have my bars set up, there's probably just a tiny couple percentage points for my fighting. I also will not do this mistake again, where I will just stick on this show. I'm gonna stick to DPS because leveling up as DPS is the way to go. Now in retail, it's not gonna matter as much because everything's viable. But on these classic expansions, I mean, even as recently as Shadowlands, it was not viable to do some of this other stuff. We have another little pre-patch coming up, in just like a week or so. That'll be cool. Alright.
What brings you here?
You must be prepared spiritually, physically, and mentally for the challenges that lie ahead of you. Too often do we rush forward before we are ready. I consider it my duty to the youth, no matter which tribe they belong to prepare them for the dangers they may face after they leave the sanctity of their home.
Drenka was powerful even by troll standards.
It's not that, it's her posse.
During your test of faith, you displayed strength of spirit, and now you have shown endurance in battle by taking on the rogue feather harpies. But the time has come for
I felt like it was gonna happen.
During the time of the old gods, elementals inhabited much of this world. They worshipped the old gods, and the gods, through their power, kept the elementals bound to this world. When the old gods were banished, the elementals faded from our world, and now only return at the bidding of powerful mages. There are exceptions, though. Some elementals were powerful enough to remain here on their own. One such elemental is Rokalim. To test your strength, find Rokalim inside and slay him.
What we're saying is that the elementals worshipped the old gods. I don't know that that's quite true. I think they were more enthralled by them, maybe. And it says, when they were banished, the elementals faded from our world. Now, I think if we read Chronicles, I'm a rusty, because it's been a couple years since we've gotten that old. But there is definitely some elements here that are fuzzy. There are exceptions. Some were powerful enough to remain on their own. So we have to find Rokalim. Oh my gosh, he just goes everywhere? I've never even seen this guy. How come I've never seen him? Now, he's a 30 or higher. Dang. He's going to be immune to my bleeds. let me go ahead and build. I mean, we'll hunt him. We'll hunt for him. I can't make heavy grinding stones yet. Yeah, we'll see. So we have a few minutes left. 5-ish or so.
I've been expecting you.
I'd be willing to give it the old college try. I've not seen this guy ever. I've not seen him wandering. But then again, I hadn't seen Steel Snap wandering around too. I wish my partner was still here for this. But maybe we can beat Rokalim? It says bring the fragments of Rokalim. Now, he's a 30 elite also. So was that Panther that we saw. I don't know how we've never seen this guy. I mean, I'll do one set of the loop and we'll just see if we can find him based on one loop. If not, we'll call it for the next episode. But I would like to wrap up. I don't want to thank this guy. We are at 59%. I'm gonna not even go repair yet because there is probably a better than 50-50 chance that I die. Stay off me, sure. What the freak? Still getting over my cold. I'm super annoyed. I'm coming to the end of my time. I have to go into the office tomorrow. I have a big report that is due by Monday, where I have to run data. I hope if I go put in a full day at the office, there won't really be very many people in because it's kind of like it's open, but there's not a lot of business going on, not a lot of things to do. So, I'll put this out here in chat too, but not on looking for. Not on looking for just out in the general, just in case we can team up. But anyway, I don't know. I don't want to go in there and put like an 8-hour day in just running data. Although it's certainly potentially needed. I can work from home on it. It just has to be done by Monday. So I'm going to see where I'm at. I've got a couple... Super annoying. It's really 2 equal sized kind of projects. Spreadsheet, data, graphs, math kind of things. I need it for 2 different departments. The same thing done because Monday they're doing all of these, I don't know, meetings and reports. So they need my data. That's what they're going to run it off of. I kind of think they want it further broken down by like each person that works there. Be a pain in the butt. If I get in there and get cranking, get some coffee going, get some music going, I can crank it out. It's just so tedious to sit there and do the data in the spreadsheets for 8 hours straight. In reality, what I would probably do is, I'd mix it if it was a normal work week. I would mix it in with a couple other tasks at my job, and I would stretch this project out over 2 to 3 days. But I don't have that time because I've been off. So basically, I'll be back in the office tomorrow, and then I'll have the weekend. But there's a moderate chance I'll have to work from home over the weekend too. I'm just gonna. My wife, this entire 2 weeks off. My wife also took off too. She went into work one day, but it's because we've all been sick this whole freaking time. I had 2 weeks off of work, and in that 2 week time. Today, if you count today as a day, I have had 2 days of not being sick. I had the Saturday before Christmas Eve. I got sick on Christmas Eve. And then, care about that guy. I had a 1 day, so today would be the 3rd day. I had a 1 day, and I feel a lot better today. I had 1 day where I sort of had like the eye of the storm. Like I had like a little gap where I was like, oh, I feel a lot better today. So we've just spent 5 minutes based on the timer of my thing doing this loop. Again, I've never seen this guy. Now his things are right there, so I wonder if he can patrol any of those places. I don't know how tough this guy's going to be. If he's hitting heavy DPS, but I'm hoping with the block. If I go heavy on the block, I'm hoping I can get it going. Now, I also have not spent a lot of time up here on the northern part, so if he tends to spend more of his life up here. But it doesn't look as though there's like a special summoning thing you do. It just looks like he's an elemental that runs around. But again, like I said, until I looked for Steel Snap up there, I had never really encountered Steel Snap. But he was like one tiny loop. This guy looks like he's over the whole freaking canyon. All right, so we came in here. We've basically done half the loop, and he's not in sight here. So we're at the top of the loop. I speculate that if he's gonna be somewhere, that's just a regular thundering boulderkin. It's not Rokalim. I don't like where. I don't like what's going on with this. I feel like I'm gonna fight the hyena because there's just too much, and I want to be able to really explore that up there. Yeah, I need greater chance to hit, really. There's a little kobold, which I also do not want to fight. I don't know what the story is, if we're supposed to be killing. There's so many mobs at this little intersection, but I really want to look. There's more iron up there too. That's like the entry to Perilous or something. Alright, so it says on my map here that it could appear. I don't want to fight that guy. Far north is right here. I really think this was Perilous. That is a night elf. Okay, so up into that part of the loop, we have not found Rokalim. I did find another boulderkin. Don't know what the deal is with that. I also do not know what direction he walks in the loop. It also looks like he does a little loop within a loop right there, which is weird. There's iron. Stupid jerk. One. There he is. No. Okay, so he's just chilling. Alright. So I want to be able to pull him without other ads. Okay, so we're gonna go full on. I want to pull him kind of up here. He's probably immune to stun, is my guess. Okay, so I do have some potions. That's good. I did get that from the ladies. And I might, between everything... I need to ignore a stun for a second and keep that going also.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Okay, I'm gonna drink that just to help it out. I wish I had like a thorns or something.
Not enough.
Okay. Yeah, he's obviously immune to my stuns.
Need more rage.
Man. Jeez Louise. I'm sure.
Can't do that yet.
Okay.
Can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
It's gonna be tough.
I can't do that yet.
I'm about to drop my life right now, too. Ah, that's what the last stand, it drops your life at the end. So you really do not want to use last stand until... I should have used my potion earlier in the fight. Okay, so he's right there. I feel like it's possible... if I hit him with those sunders earlier in the fight, and then while I'm doing that, if I start the fight off with my shield wall to reduce the damage, and then I literally save last stand for the last stand, I don't really think there's a lot of kiting or anything I can do. 18 to 22 and a high amount of threat? Okay. I think there's a possibility. I don't know if I have any... Oh, I do have that scroll of... Oh, I do have this too. I can throw that in there. That's weaker, but it's something. I do have this scroll of stamina. Yeah. So... Okay. I found the dude. I'm not... I'll give it one more attempt. I'm not fully giving up yet because I do think there is a world where I beat this guy. Last stand, I'm not... I mean, it would be great to have that off cooldown, but I'm not as... Okay, he's just chilling. That's why I never see him, because he's not really random. Okay. So let's get back into full life here. Now I can do this. I can give myself the extra scroll of stamina. That's totally fine. Alright, so here's what we do. We're going to pull him up here. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to hit him with every sunder that I have in the beginning. I want to hit him with all 5 sunders. Yeah, he can't be stunned, so there's almost no point in hitting that. But I do want these 5 sunders up. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to getting that going. Getting that going. Now we're going to drop the potion and start going the blocks. Okay, I'm gonna just go blocks. I don't even care about the revenge because it doesn't seem like he can be stunned. Just keep applying the sunder when I can. Okay, I need to get that. I need to get the defensive thing going. Okay. Just keep that going. I don't want to use the rage because screw that. Okay, I need to survive for another minute. Gosh, I should not have done that. Okay, gotta just keep the blocks going.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, talk about a freaking battle of attrition there. That could not have been a closer fight. Oh, this is why I love World of Warcraft. When you pull something off like that by the little short hairs. Just rejuvenating for a minute. And mind, body, and spirit. Alright, we're gonna go turn this in. I hope that's the end of the, we just defeated an elemental that was... I mean, that was an interesting lore bit, I think, that shouldn't be overlooked either. What we read was, hey, yeah, and you know what? Having that stamina increase worked. I should have used that potion even earlier. Where are we at? We're at 62% with XP. But anyway, what we read was, hey, the elementals used to worship the old gods. Well, we know that the old gods, there's sort of a counterpart to the Titans in that they're not from Azeroth. They're not the Burning Legion either. They are something that wants the complete opposite of Azeroth, which is the destruction of all life in the universe. They want to consume the old souls. They want to consume the world souls and kill each world. Now, separately, the Burning Legion, that's what was always hazy for me. The differences between the old gods and the Burning Legion, because they're not the same thing. The Burning Legion also kind of want to destroy everything. They're led by Sargeras. They're sort of the minions of chaos in the world. But the elementals are not inherently bad. The elementals are just like the manifestation of the pure primal energy that exists. So it's the opposite of order. So in that sense, you could see why the old gods gravitate toward them. And the downside is that the old gods are basically evil. They want life to be nothing. Whereas, again, I don't know. What's the difference between the old gods and the... What's the difference between... This is one of my biggest, confusion takeaways. I'm gonna see if anybody has a synopsis of this. Difference between old gods and Burning Legion. I know, I know who they are. So, it says, a quote from the Shadow Priest's weapon that whispers to its user says, the Legion's invasion is ultimately futile. All can be corrupted, dreams and demons alike. So, one, we know that the demons are just some force. Satyrs are demons, we know that. Who would win in a full invasion versus a fully corrupt world? So the old gods are attempting to corrupt the world. This is a post from 7 years ago. So it says Sargeras cleaved a planet in half. A planet that was corrupted by the Void, so they're against the Void as well. The only reason why he made the Legion is because he knew he wouldn't be able to stop it. So, since he wouldn't be able to stop the Void, so I guess that's one big difference. The old gods are the opposite of the Titans, the opposite of the ancient ones, the opposite of the aspects, whatever you want to call them. So they represent the opposite of order. Whereas the Burning Legion, they're just demons. They are not the opposite. They existed before, but because demons did exist before. He just joined them and decided to rule them. And we kind of get the purpose of the Burning Legion. It wants to purge all life from the universe. So yeah, I don't know. It's still kind of... Yeah, I don't know. So I guess it's the forces of purging the world versus corrupting all the worlds is the main ultimate difference.
Greetings.
Rockalim is also called the Pounder by the Centaur tribes and Thousand Needles because of the thundering his fists make as he pummels the creatures, brave or stupid enough to stand in his path.
The test of strength.
I get nothing for
You
these!
have shown strength and bravery, and
This is
you are
rough.
now prepared for the final test before these rites are completed. Your
The test of
time
lore.
with me is just about finished. I am knowledgeable, but the test of lore is not mine to give. There are lessons to be learned and places to visit that others claim domain over. If you are prepared, then seek out Braug Dimspirit. He is a shaman of great wisdom. He will test you further, so heed his words, adventurer. When you are ready, find the tunnel that connects the Stone Talon Mountains with Ashenvale. Braug dwells near there. And be careful, adventurer. The Night Elves may wish to impede your test.
Okay, so we now have the test of lore. I have no freaking idea what that's going to go down to, but it is right here. So we're going to be going back to Sunrock Retreat and picking up next time. That's fine. Might as well go back to Freewind Post because we're going to have to fly. Getting there is not really an issue. I just don't know what this test of lore is going to entail. And we'll figure that out next time. Alright, so for now, we have another episode in pipe, 5x5. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you all next time on Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.